people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian God pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. Osei's message have actually sparked controversial amidst Chief Justice's request for petition seeking for her removal. Former chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, EC, Charlotte Smith Osei, sparked controversial on March 27, 2025 with a cryptic social media post amidst the ongoing process to remove Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Kotono from office. Her post coincided with Chief Justice Tokono's summer request for copies of 3 petitions submitted to President John Mahama seeking for approval. Charles Osei post of a woman sipping something accompanied by the caption "Sip Sip" has actually generated a lot of discussions online, as people are actually making so much thing out of this post she made. The post quickly gained attention on social media, with users drawing parallels between her previous dismissal and the current proceedings against the Chief Justice. Many users suggested that Charlotte Osei was removed from office without access to the petitions filed against her, leading that to believe the current situation was a form of karma. Auntie Charlotte, please, were you giving copies of the petition? This account adage best describes what is actually going on. People have actually come out in their masses to revolt against what is going on, while so many of them are actually glamoring Charlotte for what she posted. Another user has actually come out to ask what goes around actually comes around, and these people have seen to actually be making this thing trend, and it's actually in favor of the former electoral commissioner. One of the users lamented, "The stick we use to beat tie will also be used to beat another. Karma, my queen, live on the moment. The stick we used to beat car is actually being used on Tokono, as it is already written. The God of heaven is putting your enemies to shame. We are using a bigger stick on this very one." Meanwhile, in a letter to the president on Thursday, March 27, 2025, Chief Justice Tokono formally requested access to the petitions to enable her to respond accordingly. "I am by this letter humbly and respectfully asking His Excellency the President and eminent member of the Council of State to forward the petitions against me to me and allow me to at least 7 days after receipt of the same to provide my response. This response can then form part of the material for consultations anticipated under Article 146, subsection 6, before the possible setting up of a committee of inquiry under Article 146, subsection 7, she added. Her request follows presidential decisions to consult the Council of State after receiving 3 separate petitions calling for her removal. The Minister of Government Communication, Felix Kwesi, confirmed that the petitions have been forwarded to the Council of State in line with the Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. The Council of State is expected to review the petitions and advise the President on the next course of action. This has actually gotten so much online, as people are actually laughing and making fun of all the situation coming around. But there again, we don't really know if she will actually get the attention she really deserves, because people are really not taking it lightly. They are coming out to say that this is actually karma, like karma is hitting on it. It has repeated on what actually happened to her before. Former Electoral Commissioner Chairperson Charlotte has become a prominent topic on social media, particularly on X, following the Council of State's consultation process, a response to 3 petitions calling for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono. In the process, Gertrude Tokono has formally requested copies of these petitions submitted to President John Mahama, seeking for her removal from office. In a letter to the President Thursday, she requested access to the document to enable her to respond accordingly. And since she has not gotten it so far, people are beginning to make mockery of her. According to the letter specifically gave the details of why the copy should be given to her, and to the extent while she's actually waiting for it to get to her, like possibly warrant her to actually know what is going on, or at least before giving her such thing, the possibility of setting up a committee of inquiry and every other thing, so that she will actually get to know the understanding of why she's leaving office. Tokono request has sparked so many conversations. Critics calling for the removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono have suggested that the petition copies should not be made available to her. They referenced the case of Charlotte Osei in 2018. Noting that when she faced the petition from her removal as Electoral Commission chair, she was reportedly denied access to copies of those petitions against her request. And from all indication, this is actually what is still playing out now. The assumption that the entire situation, which has encountered strong opposition from some members of the New Patriotic Party, has vindicated Charlotte Osei, accusing the previous government of engaging in witch hunts against her. Additionally, they pointed out that some individuals who supported and celebrated Charlotte Osei's removal from her position as Electoral Commission chairperson are now the same people leading the opposition against the removal of the Chief Justice. On the other hand, individuals who are supporting the Chief Justice have backed her request for copies of the petition. Neutral observers seem to suggest that the current thing of incidents in the company could potentially be harmful, as it appears that each political party that comes into power may take action that could be seen as seeking revenge against their opponent. They are also suggesting that such action may not promote the growth of the country, as a future government might feel inclined to engage in the acts that could be seen as retaliation, potentially leading to an unending civil war. According to some users, they've actually come out to make their claims, and some of these comments are not just welcoming. According to Oliver Beko Vomawo, he has actually tweeted, according to what is going on, he said the ghost of Charlotte Osei has come back to feed on the judiciary, the evil that men and women do actually live with them. Charlotte Osei didn't receive a copy of her removal petition, and this should not actually come to play now. If not, we will have to ask questions of what is actually going on. Another user has actually come out to say that NPP members and chair of the 2024 manifesto subcommittee and governance and legal matters and counsel for the petition in the Charlotte Osei removal as chairperson of the Electoral Commission during President Nana Akufo-Addo, Mensah argued when Charlotte actually brought in her reasons why she should be given the time and also should be heard, but nobody actually heard her when it happened. Charlotte Osei never saw her removal petition, but today others want to see their removal petition. It's actually breeding war, as you will see. Please do well to comment how you see this. Also do so, like, comment and follow. Put on the notification bell so you get all our news.